Have you ever felt that quiet tug of guilt when you finally say no to someone you love? As we step into our 70s, 80s, and beyond, the world suddenly seems to expect us to shrink, to hand over the steering wheel of our own lives. But here's the truth. Very few people will tell you out loud. There are 9 things you must refuse to give up, no matter who asks. Not your kids, not your grandkids, not even the people you'd move mountains for. These are your non-negotiables. Protect them fiercely, and you protect the richest, freest chapter of your life. Some of these will feel uncomfortable to hear, especially if you were raised to believe self-sacrifice is the ultimate virtue. But stick with me until the end, because what you're about to discover could be the permission slip you've been waiting decades for. Let's dive in. Number 1, your sacred right to peace and quiet. First and foremost, never trade away your peace and quiet for anyone. You've spent decades surrounded by noise, alarms, deadlines, crying babies, ringing phones. Now, in this season, silence is golden and calm is medicine. Yet so many of us feel pressured to keep the house full, the phone buzzing, the calendar packed with everyone else's needs. Grandkids running through the hallway at 7 a.m. Adult children dropping by unannounced because you're home anyway. Peace is not a luxury after 70, it's oxygen. Meet George, 77, who used to dread weekends because his daughter assumed he was always available. One day he simply unplugged the doorbell on Saturday mornings, brewed tea, and listened to classical music on low volume. For the first time in years, his blood pressure thanked him. Guard your quiet hours like appointments with the most important person in the world, because that person is you. Put it on the calendar. Tell people lovingly but firmly. Your nervous system has earned this rest. Number 2, your financial independence. Never ever hand over control of your money. You worked a lifetime to build this nest egg. It's not greed that makes you protect it, it's wisdom. Stories abound of generous grandparents who emptied retirement accounts to help a child buy a bigger house or bail out a struggling business, only to need that money years later for care they can no longer afford. Love does not require bankruptcy. Dorothy, 79, once gave her son power of attorney so things would be easier. Within 2 years, her savings were gone, and she was eating soup while he drove a new truck. She learned the hardest way possible. Trust is beautiful, but verification is survival. You can still be generous, on your terms, with gifts you can truly afford, and never at the cost of your own roof, medicine, or dignity. Your financial security is your last line of defense for freedom. If you're still with me, and this one hit home, drop a 2 in the comments right now. I read every single one. Number 3, your personal boundaries and privacy. Never let anyone walk through the invisible fence you've built around your time, space, and energy. Retirement does not equal open house 24/7. Some families treat a senior's home like a free hotel, daycare, or storage unit. Suddenly your guest room has a permanent occupant, your kitchen feeds 6 extra mouths, and your afternoons vanish. Boundaries aren't walls, they're gates you control. Gladys, 82, used to say yes to every sleepover request. Then she started waking up anxious instead of rested. One gentle conversation, "I love having them, but I need 2 nights a week that are just mine," changed everything. Her family adjusted, and her joy came back. Your home, your schedule, your energy, these are yours to protect. A loving no today prevents a resentful explosion tomorrow. Number 4, your physical and mental health routines. Never cancel your health for anyone else's convenience. Doctor visits, daily walks, strength training, meditation, sleep. These are not optional hobbies now. They're the difference between thriving and merely surviving. How many of us have skipped physical therapy to babysit or eaten junk because the kids are here and that's what they like? Your body kept every promise it ever made to you. Return the favor. Frank, 81, used to push through pain to mow his son's lawn. One day his knee gave out completely. Months of surgery and rehab taught him that saying, "I need to take care of myself first," wasn't selfish. It was the only way he could still be around for the people he loved. Your health is the foundation. Everything else, family time included, stands on it. If number 4 just gave you goosebumps, comment 4 below. Let's keep going. Number 5, your right to make your own choices. Never surrender the driver's seat of your life. Where you live, what you eat, how you dress, when you go to bed, which doctor you see, these decisions still belong to you. Well-meaning children sometimes start managing parents for their own good. Before you know it, you're eating food you hate, living in a town you don't like, and wondering where your voice went. Eleanor, 78, was pressured to sell her beloved seaside cottage and move into an assisted living facility before it's too late. She visited one, cried all night, and decided, "I'm not ready." She stayed in her cottage, hired help when she needed it, and is happier than ever. Your experience has earned you the final say. Ask for input if you want it. But never forget whose life this is. Number 6, your cherished friendships and outside connections. Never let anyone cut you off from the friends who make your heart sing. Loneliness is a silent killer after 70, deadlier than smoking in some studies. Yet family members sometimes, intentionally or not, monopolize your time until your social world shrinks to only them. Friendships are not childish or frivolous. They are lifelines. Betty, 80, almost stopped her weekly bridge club because her daughter said, "You see them more than you see us." Betty kindly replied, "They keep me alive so I can keep seeing you." She kept the club and her sparkle. Protect coffee dates, phone calls with old friends, book clubs, church choirs, whatever feeds your soul. The people who light you up are part of your healthcare plan. Drop a 6 if you refuse to give up your tribe. Number 7, your passions and sense of purpose. Never abandon the things that make you feel most alive, just because someone thinks you're too old. Painting, dancing, volunteering, writing poetry, fixing cars, playing piano, whatever sets your heart racing is still yours to claim. Too many people hear, "Why start now?" and quietly close the door on dreams they carried for decades. Leonard, 83, took up the saxophone at 79 after finding his old one in the attic. His family laughed until they heard him play. Now they beg him to perform at birthdays. Purpose doesn't retire. Your passion is proof you're still here for a reason. Guard it fiercely. Number 8, your right to respect and dignity. Never tolerate being spoken to like a child, dismissed, or treated as cute but irrelevant. Age does not erase your worth. Your stories, opinions, and feelings still matter just as much as they did at 40. When someone sighs, rolls their eyes, or says, "Okay, Mom," in that tone, pause, look them in the eye, and calmly say, "I deserve to be heard." Margaret, 86, started doing exactly that. The eye-rolling stopped fast, respect returned, and so did her confidence. Dignity isn't something you outgrow. It's something you carry until your very last breath. Demand it, gently, firmly, always. Number 9, your hope, curiosity, and excitement for tomorrow. Never let anyone steal your belief that beautiful things are still ahead. The world may say, "At your age, what's the point?" You say, "Watch me." Hope is the most powerful anti-aging medicine on earth. Clara, 88, learned Spanish at 85 because she wanted to talk to her new neighbors. She now hosts tapas nights and laughs louder than anyone in the room. Dream new dreams, plan trips, plant perennials, fall in love again if you want to. Sign up for the class, write the book. Your future is not behind you. It's waiting right outside your door, knocking, open it, closing. So there they are, the 9 things you must never sacrifice after 70, no matter how much you love the person asking. Which one struck deepest in your heart today? Drop it in the comments, 1 through 9, or tell me the story of a time you finally stood your ground and how it felt. Your courage gives the rest of us permission to do the same. If this spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. I'm here every week with more straight talk wisdom for this beautiful chapter of life. You've earned every ounce of joy, freedom, and respect coming to you now. Go claim it, unapologetically. Thanks for being here, my friend. I'll see you in the next one.